Now in this first part I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. Let's talk about what you do. Do you work or are you a student?
I'm currently a housewife, but I used to work in England and Japan.
What was your job?
I used to work for office and just to do administration in Japan.
Why did you choose that kind of work?
I was good at computer at the time, and then also my friend went to the same company, so that's good fun as well.
What did you enjoy about your job?
Actually, it was a university job, so I'm looking after students, and then sometimes having fun with students. It's quite nice.
Let's talk about food. What's your favourite kind of food?
Well, I think my favorite food is Japanese food. Especially, I realize it's quite nice. When I live in England, I can't eat very often, so I realize that's special.
Who normally prepares the food in your home?
As I'm a housewife, so I do all the time. Yes.
Why?
I don't have a job at the moment, so that's kind of my job.
Do you often eat in restaurants or cafes?
Not very much, because we have children, so it's quite difficult to go to restaurant. But if we have a chance, yes, we always try. Yeah.
Did you ever do any cooking when you were a child?
Yes, actually. When I was a child, my parents are working, so I often helped them and cook for my family. So I did, yes.
Let's talk about spending time outdoors. How much time do you spend outdoors?
1 or couple hours every day, because I have to take my children out. Actually, myself, I don't like very much being outside, but that's quite important, and actually quite nice, especially the weather is nice. Yeah.
What do you enjoy doing outdoors?
Just play with the children, and then it's quite hard work, but after all, I feel really better. Yeah, get some fresh air. I think that makes me better, I think, yeah.
Do you think you will spend more or less time outdoors in future?
In future, I guess less than now, because I like staying indoors, so that's the reason, yes.
Do you think it's important for people to spend time outdoors?
I think so, especially when you stay indoor, your mind is quite stuck. But when you go outside and they get some fresh air, I think people get really clear mind, and that's really good for people.
Now I'm going to give you a topic, and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you'll have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make some notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so here's some paper and a pencil for making notes, and here's your topic. Please don't write anything on the booklet. I'd like you to describe a hobby you enjoyed when you were a child. All right. Remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. I'll tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
Right. When I was a child, I'm from countryside, so I always going out, and then sometimes go to mountain with my friend or river, and then always catch the bugs or sometimes fish even, and the season, at the season like a spring, we could get like a fruit from the mountain, and that's quite tasty and exciting, and I really like that kind of play style. And then even I was young, I was with my brother, so my parents are not always with me, so quite a lot of freedom for me. And then always I remember that the weather is nice, and then it just I could go anywhere else. I think that's the best time with the freedom. And I don't usually talk to my parents what I did the day, but I think they felt that's safe. And then we always stay with children, so we never been alone. And then my neighborhood was like almost all boys, so I was always play with boys. So sometimes play baseball, and that's great. Okay.
Thank you. Did your friends have the same hobby as you?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Thank you. Can I have the booklet and the paper and pencil back, please? Thank you. We've been talking about a hobby you enjoyed when you were a child, and I'd like to discuss with you one or two more general questions related to this. Let's consider first of all children's hobbies. How do children in your country spend their free time?
To be honest, it's quite difficult because my childhood time and now it's completely different. I can imagine, and but still safer. And then children play in the park on their own, I guess. Yeah.
Do children have any other kinds of hobbies apart from playing?
Or of course they love like a video game, video console thing. So nowadays, in fact, I think they stay indoor more than going outside because they can play in front of TV, so all the time.
So do they spend more time alone?
I think so.
So how do you think children's hobbies have changed compared to your childhood?
Well, it was quite a while ago. So when I was a child, we don't have any toys very much around the house. So that's only the way we could enjoy that's going out. So, but nowadays, children's got a lot of toys inside, and then maybe parents try to play them safely indoors. So that's the reason.
Do you think parents prefer them to be indoors?
I think maybe they want children to play outside, but if they worry about the society, that's better to watch them always with keep with them.
And sometimes there are some children who don't have any hobbies. Why do you think that is?
Maybe children getting less creation now because from the baby they're always given, and then always everything around them, so they don't need to think about what to do. So that's why I think they lose their imagination, and then they just want to be told. Yes.
Okay. Let's think about hobbies for adults. what are the advantages for an adult of having a hobby?
I think, well, especially when they work, sometimes they would have a difficult time. But if they have a hobby, they can switch off what happened at company or hard time, and then can refresh their mind and then start with a clear mind again. So that's quite good.
And what kind of hobbies do adults do?
Well, I can imagine like going to sports gym and do exercise, or even drinking maybe.
And some hobbies you do alone, and some you do as part of a group, you know, they involve other people. What's the difference between those types of hobbies?
If you do something alone, you again stuck on your own. But if you share your hobby or your opinion to people, that's good to know yourself from other people. So that's the difference.
So do you think there are more benefits to being with other people or being alone?
I think in a group that's more benefit to yourself. Yeah, but if you have like project yourself, of course that's you need the concentration.
And what problems might your hobby cause for other people?
Problem. It depends on the hobby, but if you push your opinion or like what you believe to other people too much, that I think people wouldn't like it. You need a distance. Yes.
Okay, Masato, thank you very much. That is the end of the speaking test.
Okay. Thank you very much.